So today I'm going to be comparing two different designer fragrances. I have Dolce & Gabbana the One, and I have Mercedes-Benz Black Leather. This is just a sample. Shout out to my friend Kurt for sending me this sample. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to be comparing these two because to my nose, these two fragrances are very similar, and it may actually surprise you which one I prefer. And for those of you who watched my last video, you know the audio was awful, so I apologize for that. It was actually my own fault. It wasn't the mic. I didn't have it hooked up on my computer to be recording through this. It was recording from my microphone on my computer, which is why it sounded awful. So I made sure I fixed it this time, and it sounds good. I still plan on getting a new mic anyway because this is a cheaper one. Now that I know this setup is going to be permanent, I will invest in a nicer mic and nicer quality stuff. But just know that was my own fault, and this should sound a lot better. So let's go ahead and jump into comparing these. I'm going to try to keep it simple, try to keep it quick. Black Leather basically takes the Dolce & Gabbana the One DNA and spices it up just a little bit more. It adds an incense note, and it adds, like the name implies, some leather. And like I said, that gives it a little bit more of a spice, a slight smokiness, and that leather comes through, and it just overall, it smells very good. It still does have that the One DNA with that amber in there, but it does add a little bit of a twist to that DNA, which I really like. So in the opening of Black Leather right away, I get that amber mixing with some suede and leather. It smells sweet, it smells a little bit rugged, it's definitely a masculine scent, and as it starts to dry down, some of that incense starts creeping through, giving it a little bit of a smokiness and a little bit of a spiciness as well. To go along with that, I also pick up on a little bit of patchouli, and that gives it a little bit more of a green, slightly fresh type of scent as well. It gives it a little bit more depth, a little bit more composition, and overall, in my opinion, this is blended very well. It doesn't smell cheap, it doesn't smell synthetic or anything like that. It smells pretty high quality, and I would say it's definitely on par with the One in terms of quality and in terms of how much I like the scent. You guys know the One, this is one of my favorite scents of all time, just because it's so easy to wear. It's one of my favorite dumb reaches for winter time, and honestly, this stuff hits the nail on the head, and I really enjoy it a lot. It puts a nice twist on the One, and I really enjoy it. Now the big question is performance. How does this perform compared to the One? Well, again, like I've said before, I get good performance from the One. Talking about the EDP here, I get 7 to 8 hours every time. I'm not one of those people that gets 3 hours and complains about it. I get good performance from it. So how does this one compare with the One? It's pretty much about the same, if not on my skin, a little bit less strong. With this one, I get about 6 hours or so longevity. Projection, it pushes out a little bit, but nothing crazy. I would say the performance is pretty much on par with Dolce & Gabbana the One. It's not overly strong, but on my skin, it's also not super weak either. It's just moderate. It's just pretty much average. It'll get you through most of the day. People will catch whiffs of it. It's not going to be presenting itself too loud, and it's also not going to be staying on your skin for 12 hours. It's kind of just there in terms of performance. Now talking about price point, comparing this one and Dolce & Gabbana the One, honestly, they're right around pretty much the same price. You can pick up a 100ml bottle of VIP Black Leather for like $45, and you can pick up a 100ml bottle of the One EDP for around $50, $55. So it's pretty much about the same. Depending on where you look, it might be a little bit more expensive, might be a little bit cheaper, but it's pretty much safe to say that as far as pricing goes, they're pretty much the same. So because of that, I can't really recommend that you buy one over the other in terms of price. This isn't some like cheap knockoff clone of the One. It's priced about the same. The quality smells about the same. So at this point, really what it comes down to is which one do you like the scent of better? In terms of occasions, if it wasn't already clear, you can pretty much wear this whenever you would wear Dolce & Gabbana the One, which is anytime. It's just super versatile. It's super easy to wear, and you can just pull it off whenever. I think it would be great on dates. I think it'd be great dressed up in the winter, dressed down in the winter. Whenever you want, you could wear this. I do plan on ordering a bottle for myself. I'm probably going to do a split on it and things like that at some point here soon, just because I do really enjoy it a lot. So now my final thoughts on this one. I really like it. I really do like it. I wasn't totally expecting a whole lot out of it, but I was open to trying it. Again, thank you to Kurt for sending me this, and I have to say I'm impressed. It's really, really good stuff. Is it going to completely take the One's place? No, it's not. I'm still going to have the One. I'm still going to have both of them, but it is very good. Do I like it more than the One? It would depend on my mood. Like I said, I love both of them. I love how both of them smell. I really, really like how VIP black leather smells because of that incense. Gives it a little bit more of a kick, a little bit more of a spice. But I can't say I like it more than the One just because I've had the One for so long. I've worn it so much. It's just one of those fragrances that I'll always love. So for me to say I like it more would be a little bit of a stretch, and depending on the day, I may like it more. But depending on, a different day, a different mood, I would like the One more. So it really just depends on how I'm feeling. So guys, that pretty much wraps up my thoughts on Mercedes-Benz VIP black leather. If you guys have tried this one, let me know what you think in the comments. I'd be curious to know your thoughts. And that's going to do it for this video. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like. Also don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I post. And that's going to do it, guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.